If you are a professional League of Legends player, you might also be interested in games like Heroes of Newerth, Mobile Legends, Strife, Dota 2, and other MOBA titles. Besides that, you might also want to consider enhanced and demanding battle royale games like Fortnite, Dying Light, Bad Blood, PUBG, Apex Legends, and more that require a pretty extensive specs sheet and certainly a high-end gaming notebook. The MSI GF63 Thin is one of the more preferred budget notebooks, suitable for playing League of Legends and other MOBA games. CPU-centric performances are satisfactory courtesy of the Intel Core i5-9300H chipset and the turbo clocking speed that goes up to 4.10 GHz. The existing NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 is also a commendable addition that is capable of achieving higher FPS and minimal lags courtesy of the mid-tier architecture and 4GB VRAM that is integrated within. The Max-Q setup makes it sleek and power efficient. In terms of memory, you get access to 8GB RAM that is upgradable up to 64GB. Storage-centric requirements are handled by the 256GB SSD module. MSI features Windows 10 OS as the pre-supplied operating platform. When it comes to the display, this notebook brings forth a 15.6-inch Full HD screen. The existing IPS panel offers a cumulative display resolution of 1920 by 1080 pixels. Most importantly, the viewing experience gets a significant boost with the thinner bezels in play. The 60Hz screen refresh rate further accentuates the gaming experience, whereas the 45% NTSC color gamut makes way for sharper viewing angles. If you are a professional gamer, looking for a mid-range gaming laptop to invest in, the Dell G7 might just pique your interest. The most visually distinctive feature of the G7 7790 is the horizontal stripes along the edges and corners of the chassis. It's purely aesthetic and contrasts well with the honeycomb design of the pricier Alienware Area 51 meters or Alienware M17G2. The Dell logo, default keyboard lighting, and even heat pipes are all shades of light blue to accentuate the gaming aspect of the Dell G series. It may not be the most attractive to our eyes, but it's definitely novel in the gaming laptop space. Chassis rigidity is excellent and surprisingly tough around the base. The palm rests and keyboard center exhibit almost no flexing when applying pressure, and side-to-side twisting is a non-issue with almost no creaking. The lid is comparatively weaker and more susceptible to both flexing and depressions, especially down the outer center or from its top corners, but this is expected on large 17.3-inch laptops. The Legion Y540 from Lenovo is one laptop on our list that deserves a special mention, courtesy of the multitasking performances and huge chunk of RAM on this machine. Powering this gaming notebook is a hexa-core Intel Core i7-9750H processor that comes equipped with multi-threading capabilities. With a base clocking speed of 2.6 GHz and 12 MB of cache memory, no task is demanding enough for this revolutionary gadget. In terms of GPU, you get NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 clubbed with 4GB video RAM. Games like Battlefield 1 can be played with ease at 1080p with an average frame rate of almost 74 FPS. For more demanding games like Crysis 3, the existing GPU can still churn out decent refresh rates of 51 FPS. For League of Legends, the GTX 1650 can achieve decent frame rates of up to 220 FPS on higher presets. However, you get 24GB RAM on this device, which allows you to multitask despite indulging in heavy gaming. The storage module is pretty beefed up with a 512GB SSD plus 1TB HDD. The machine also comes loaded with innovative and functional attributes like a backlit keyboard and a sturdy yet aesthetic touchpad. Acer Nitro 5 is yet another budget gaming laptop that can easily run the League of Legends and other demanding MOBA games. When it comes to the innards, you get the mid-range Intel Core i5-9300H processor that supports DirectX 12 and even boasts of OpenGL compatibility. These features, along with the hyper-threading technology, make sure that game logic is processed accurately. The NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 GPU is highly efficient and capable of running all the mid-range games at 1080p without compromising on the quality and frame rates. Acer also features 4GB VRAM that is still capable of rendering several intricate game-centric textures with ease. In terms of memory, you get 8GB RAM followed by a dual storage module that includes a 128GB solid-state drive and a 1TB HDD. In terms of OS, you get Windows 10 Home Edition, straight out of the box. In terms of display, you get a 15.6-inch Full HD panel, featuring an effective display resolution of 1920 by 1080 pixels. Acer flaunts the innovative Comfy View technology that makes way for enhanced clarity and exceptional levels of color reproduction. The Nitro 5 from Acer comes equipped with a decent backlit keyboard, responsive trackpad, stereo speakers, and a serviceable HD webcam. Most importantly, it is the design overhaul that steals the show and features a decent and intuitive thermal layout. Nothing beats the experience of playing Battle Royale and MOBA games on larger screens. The MSI GE75 Raider is, therefore, the perfect notebook for the more seasoned gamers who prefer indulging in hours of productive gameplay. The processing performance is top-notch, courtesy of the Intel Core i7-10750H CPU. The existing processor features 12 MB of cache memory and a maximum turbo clocking speed of 5.0 GHz. These attributes make it easier for the chipset to process gaming logic with ease. Next in line is the powerful NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060 GPU that allows you to achieve frame rates close to 100 FPS for the likes of PUBG, at 1080p on the maximum texture rendering level. The 16GB RAM on offer makes it easier for the device to run different MOBA games, including the League of Legends. Not only that, it is enough for running your live streaming software concurrently while playing the game, thereby you can stream your gameplay on platforms like Twitch, YouTube Gaming, without experiencing lags. However, it is the storage module that stands out, with MSI making way for a 512GB SSD unit and a 1TB hard disk drive for taking care of every requirement. It is advisable to install the most demanding games on the SSD to minimize the loading times. You can always use the huge HDD to store your favorite movies or project files you don't need on a regular basis.